Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to work on the audio preference labeling project on Pila8. This is a new project that recently showed up on my dashboard, and it's a very simple project where you'll basically be evaluating two different audio recordings across certain dimensions. And this task pays $30 per task, or sorry, this project pays $30 per task. And as you can see right here, it says you can earn up to $36 per hour, which I wish was the case, but it's not, unfortunately, because if we go over here, as you can see, there are some submission limits where you can only submit 20 tasks. So if there wasn't any limit, I would be making bank. You could also be making bank, but unfortunately, we can't. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go through the project guide really quickly so you guys can understand what this task is about. So yeah, let's begin. Okay, so this project compares the performance of speech generation systems through blind side-by-side evaluation. Each task presents two audio samples reading the same text, and you may complete up to 20 tasks, which we already went through. You'll have to listen to both samples in full before answering. You can replay them as needed, preferably with headphones in a quiet environment. Now, these are the four dimensions which you'll be evaluating the audio recordings across. So, the first one is overall preference. You'll be evaluating the audio across overall preference, which basically is which sample is better overall, considering the complete listening experience. The second dimension is naturalness. You'll be judging the audio across naturalness, which sample sounds more human-like with natural pacing, rhythm, emphasis, and expression. And the third one is intelligibility and pronunciation, which sample is easier to understand and more accurately pronounces the provided text. And then finally, we have audio quality. You'll be judging the audio recordings across the audio quality. So, which sample has cleaner sound with fewer distortions, artifacts, clicks, clipping, or unwanted noise. And the way you'll be evaluating the audio recordings across these dimensions is basically you'll be given these options where you'll have to choose if A is much better, if A is better. A refers to the audio recording, by the way, and B also refers to the other audio recording. So you'll have to select if A is much better, if A is better, if they're the same, if B is better, or if B is much better. Now, you have to make a note that you can only choose much better only when there is a clear substantial difference, and choose the same when there is no meaningful difference. And also, one thing to note is you should not penalize an accent, dialect, pitch, or voice identity on its own. Consider it only when it affects the dimension being rated. And yeah, that's basically a short overview of what you'll be doing in this task. Now let's go ahead and click on compare audio so I can show you what this task actually looks like. Okay, so this is the task right here. First of all, you have the spoken text or the prompt. And then you have two audio recordings, audio recording A and audio recording B. Both of these audio recordings will speak out this prompt, and you'll basically have to evaluate both of these recordings and choose if either A is better or if B is better, or if A is much better or if B is much better, or if they're the same across these dimensions, the four dimensions which we went through previously. So I'm just gonna play this sample A real quick,
Could you turn the music down just a little bit? I'm trying to concentrate on this email.
and then now I'm gonna play the sample B recording.
Could you turn the music down just a little bit? I'm trying to concentrate on this email.
So if you notice, both of the recordings do sound easy to understand, and also they have accurate pronunciation. It's not that sample A has a more natural pronunciation and sample B has a less natural or less human-like pronunciation. It's just that their accents are different, and that has nothing to do with which person or which recording has more accurate pronunciation or which one sounds more natural. So Because of that, I've given them both the same rating. And then for the audio quality, I've given B's much better because if you listen closely, the audio recording A has an artifact at the end of the recording, while B does not have any artifacts. So, which is that is why I've given B's much better. And then for overall, I've given B's better just because of the audio quality. And then once you've selected everything, just click on submit and it will go through. But yeah, that's basically all about the audio preference labeling project. If you guys do receive it on your own dashboard, then you now know how to work on it. So if you guys have any other questions about this project, then feel free to leave your questions down in the comments below and I'll try to respond to them. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'll see you guys next time.